Ah, I see now. I see now. I was worried. I was wondering how this is going to work, you know? I was wondering exactly what I had to do to get this stream. And now I understand how it works. We are good. We are here. Can I zoom in a little bit more? Yeah, I can. Cool. Boom. Just want to get the channel a little bit bigger. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome here to YouTube. It's weird. We're trying out a YouTube stream. It feels weird. It does. It honestly does. But hey. I usually go live on my Twitch channel, AyoAshby, but I decided to make a bit of a change to test out over here. Also be testing out a little bit on Kick. Trying to get my streams to work on Instagram and stuff. It's a little bit harder. Like, I have the vertical stream set up. Like, if I show you over here. Like, you see how there's like one to the side of me over here. There's like, on that side, that's where the vertical setup is. That's for, it's supposed to be for like Instagram and stuff, but it's so impossible to like get Instagram all set up. And I need to figure that out because I have advertised to one of the podcasts that are going to be here soon, that I will be, that they'll be able to have access stream to Instagram as well, so hopefully we get that set up as soon as possible. But anyways, welcome everyone to the stream. So good to see you all. It's been a while since I've been here on YouTube. It says it's been over a year. I mean, it says a year ago, but honestly it's probably more than a year ago since I last went live on here. I used to go live all the time, reacting to some of the NFL games. I stopped doing that, but still react to the NFL games. I'm still an NFL fan. And so today we got a couple things set up in mind. First thing is we're going to go ahead and rank the, we're going to, okay, let's be honest. Yes, I took this from Tim the Tab Man. Yes, I did. Okay, I modified it a little bit, but, you know, it's same basis. I usually have a lucky prediction and I have a educated guess prediction. And actually, let me pull up the lucky real quick. Let me pull up the lucky one. Just to show you that this is not completely just something that I'm completely ripping off of Tim the Tab Man. But I made a prediction back when I knew who they were facing. I don't think I did this before the draft. Let me double check. Last open May 10th. Last edited, let me see exactly when it was last edited. We got that here. Can I check over here? Where's the history? There's the history. Okay, so May. So it was after the draft. I did this after the draft, and this was before any of the camps, any of the signings, any of the drops, all that stuff. So I made an educated, not an educated, I made a lucky guess, which I have my record here. Let me go ahead and go. Let's go full screen real quick. Let's pull that up. As you can see here, all-time record is above 500. And this is lucky guess. This is the times that I usually completely go over. YouTube, yes. Catches. Wait a minute. Yes, I know. I forget who's Catches. I'm sorry, but I do know you, and you have followed me from Twitch, and you're one of my boys. I just don't remember which one of the boys. Yes, we're trying out YouTube today. So yeah, typically, let me go real quick over here. Oh. Wait a minute. That's wrong. That's how it's supposed to be. Boom. Okay, so this is the record. I have all time above 500. This is like before camp, before practice. Sometimes this was before the draft. These are just lucky guesses that I'll be like, you know what? This is how I see it happening. above 500. I also have an educated guess as well. The educated guess is a little bit better. Educated guess, right here, my educated guess record, which I'll probably get another stream, another day doing educated guess, but, again, basically the same, just a little bit better all time. So yeah, we're going through that. Let's go ahead. It's godly. I knew it. I wanted to say it was godly, but I didn't want to be wrong. I knew it was one of the Lithuanian boys. But yeah, damn nice effects. Thank you. So yeah, I'm trying to stream on YouTube. See now, but yeah. So we're gonna go a little bit of a guess. I have my record here. I'm not gonna go based off this though. I'm gonna go more of a bit of an educated guess, not completely educated guess. We're gonna go ahead and rank these. Where do I think these teams fall? And we're going to have accountability session at the end of the season where I will watch back this video and I will, put my money where my mouth is and see how well I did, how right or wrong I was. Shortly after this, though, we will be doing an Apex workout stream, so stay tuned for that. I have that right here, all the details right here. I did this yesterday on Twitch, and my body is still hurting from it, so I'm really excited for all that. I don't understand the NFL at all. It's okay. They score. That's basically it, no? They get 8 points. They get 6, and then if they kick it through the little post, they get an extra point. Or if they decide to run it from 2 yards away, then they could get 2 more points. Confusing AF. It's not as confusing once you get into it. It took me some time to really get in to understand all the rules and stuff. But yeah, like I'm a newer type of NFL fan. I got into the NFL maybe 2017. Maybe at the end of 2016, I was like, you know what? Let me start taking this serious. So since then, I believe 2019 was when I started doing the records. So, but yeah. So we got an Apex workout later on, so stay tuned for that. Chat is kind of slow on YouTube. Yeah, chat is slow. I'm noticing that on here, off to the side. I am reading it as I see it here. But off to the side, yes, this is very slow. I gotta see. That's a stream elements thing, though. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Let me see. Stream elements. I heard you found young gun from another town. Do you ever think of me? I'm still working on all the chat commands that I have on Twitch to transfer them over to YouTube. Streaming tools, overlays, edits. Your streams chat. How do I? Okay, settings. Messages page or messages permanently. Position, style, text. Yeah, no. So it is kind of delayed going onto the screen, but and it is already a bit delayed when I read it, but whatever. No worries. So without further ado, this is my NFL 2023 record prediction. We're gonna get into it right now. Also, I love seeing the little reactions. I love seeing the reactions. No, I gotta sign into. No, I gotta sign in. Hold up. Oh, that's so dumb. I tried to send a reaction. It was like, please sign into your YouTube. Even though I'm literally on YouTube in my OBS. Like, how? Hold on. I gotta put my password. I can't. I still need to work on the chat on the side here. That one I'm still working on. But let's see. Yes, it's me. Not now. You. Hold on, I gotta put my password. I can't. I still need to work on the No, this is not what I wanted to do. Oh, this is so gross. Okay. Let me cancel. Docs. Chat again. There we go. Can I? Okay, let me not run a reaction. What the hell? Did you make these effects yourself? No. I wish. I did like these overlays. I did make myself. The moving backgrounds you've known. I've had that for a while. I call it the Zero Deaths, inspired by PewDiePie. I made that completely myself, with my color. And then yeah, the overlay I made myself. So I added this recently. This is for the chat one right down below. I don't know what to do exactly. I kind of wanted to make a ticker, but it's really hard to. So I just have a little information bar for whenever I need stuff, and then I put the main screen off to the corner. Crazy effects. I'm amazed. Yeah, this one was a free one. I like this. I like that a lot. And then I put the border back on the camera here. So typically I would have the chat like this, but I have not set up the. I've not set up the chat yet. Side Twitch chat. Yeah. Okay. Can I do a thing now? Test. Yes, I can. All right, cool. We're good. All right. So this is my NFL 2023 record predictions. I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb and say that it's gonna be a crazy year this year. I think some teams are going to surprise us. I feel like this team, this year, there's going to be a lot of top tier teams, like a lot of strong teams, which I think will lower the overall records of everyone. But there's going to be some low teams. And it's fitting that we're starting off with the Arizona Cardinals because I'm putting them there first. There's no way you're going through everything that you're going through. Losing D-Hop, still having your quarterback, your child of a quarterback, still injured. There's no way that this team doesn't have a full reset. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a new coach. It's just a matter of time until it's a new quarterback, new everything. I don't really have much to say about the Cardinals. I don't know much about the Cardinals. I just know that they're going to do bad. How do Americans react to ultra football fans in Europe and South America? And if at all Americans have learned such fans, do they know how crazy they are? Oh, trust me. I know how crazy actual football fans are. I know this is American football, but I have plenty of friends that know actual football. Friend of mine here, actually a couple of friends of mine, they follow the South American football teams. They're Guatemalan, so they follow their teams. But one of my Guatemalan friends also follows the Premier League and supports Man City. I have friends from, like a friend of mine from Scotland who always fills me in with all the soccer fans. I know, like, actual football, people go crazy. And I respect it. I'm not a huge fan, but I can respect it. I will watch some football games, and I'll be like, all right, cool, that's nice. I watch the World Cup, and I'll watch some other things. I'm not watching the Women's World Cup because honestly, I didn't know that was a thing until like 10 days ago. But yeah, no, I am very aware that more eyes are watching actual football than American football, and there's a lot more fans around the world of that sport than the American football. But today we're talking about the NFL, the American football. So, Cardinals, like I said, 0-4 wins. I think Falcons are going to do better this year. How better? I'm not too sure. They went 7-10. I think with Bijan Robinson at running back, there's going to be a huge impact on that. Even though they already have like a bunch of good running backs already, this is just another emphasis on it. I think that they're going to go 8-10. Are there hooligans in the NFL or MLS? There are hooligans everywhere. Let's be honest. There's a bunch of these children who they're so young, they shouldn't be getting paid this much. they're too young to be this rich, and they make dumb mistakes because of that. But there's plenty of hooligans in the NFL. Plenty of hooligans in the NFL. MLS, I don't know too much about that one, to be honest. But yeah, I think Falcons will do a lot better. Falcons are 8-10. Well, not 8-10, but somewhere between 8 to 9 wins. I think they'll fall because the thing is the NFC South is up for grabs for anyone. So it's either the Falcons, like because there's the Falcons, the Panthers, the Saints, the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers get last place. We'll get to that later, but honestly, I feel like it's a fight between anything can happen with the Saints because the Saints always surprise me season after season. But I think that it's between the Falcons and the Panthers, and the Falcons are going to win the division. Whether it's 9 or 10 wins, they're going to win the division. But it is going to be a fight. With that being said, I do think the Panthers also fall in that same category. Like, I want to put them over here at like 7 wins, but put them to 8. You know, I'm not going to put them towards the top. Like, left is going to be the highest before it goes up. So, I think Falcons get 9 or 10 wins. Panthers get 8 or 9. You know, they have a new quarterback. They have Adam Thielen from the Vikings to help with the a little bit of the you know, just catching the ball. Yeah, they don't have Christian McCaffrey anymore, but didn't they receive someone good? Well, let me double check on that too. I'm gonna put in my cheat sheet over here. NFC. We're going to Panthers. Yeah, they got Bryce Young. DJ Chark, Adam Thielen, Laviska Shenault. They got Miles Sanders from the Eagles. So they're fine. Like, obviously not a huge playmaker like Christian McCaffrey, but still a good player. So you know, with those additions, I think that they're going to do a lot better. Andy Dalton isn't really going to do much for them, but the Panthers are still the Panthers, you know. So I think the Falcons with the thing is I can't say that and then have them, you know, because they have Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke. I think if Taylor Heineke plays, they have a better chance than Desmond Ridder, because Desmond Ridder didn't really learn too much. I mean, like, he played a little bit last year, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. They got Drake London. They have Mac Hollins, which, I mean, Scotty Miller, but Bijan Robinson still with Tyler Algier, and that backfield, you know, it's gonna help elevate a little bit more, as well as Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts, he's still a good player. They got Jonnu Smith, so I think. You know what? Panthers take the division. I think Panthers take the division. As I'm going through, I'm just like, you know what? The Panthers seem to be a better team than the Falcons. I don't really know either of these teams defensively, and I feel like maybe the Falcons are stronger on the defensive side, but just the offense has just improved so much for the Panthers that I can't really deny the fact that, you know, they're going to do way better than they did last year. And so I'm going to have to say that, yeah. I'm going to go with that. Ravens with their running back at quarterback. It's hard to pick this team, you know, because they have definitely improved. They have more catchers, but the thing is Lamar Jackson good at catching? It's been a long time since we've seen, like, not catching, but throwing. It's been a long time since we've seen him actually go out there and sling the ball. So it's like, could he still be good? I'm not 100% sure. I'm honestly not 100% sure. I would say, because people are like, oh, it's, you know, they're pegging them out to be like 13, 14 wins. But the Browns got better. The Bengals are still the Bengals. And the Steelers, they're always mid to like higher. You know, they're always above 500. So this is without seeing who they face. I know who they face because I have it on my other lists. But we're not doing that today. I'm going to say the Ravens get I'm gonna go out on a limb. They have who they have. They have OBJ. They drafted Zay Flowers, who they're calling. I forgot what they're calling him. Something. It was something. They got Nelson Aguilar from the Patriots. They got Melvin Gordon to help drive the bus with Gus. They still got Mark Andrews. I'm going to go with. See, I want to put them at 7. I want to leave them there at 7 wins, but here's the thing: if Lamar isn't as good throwing as he used to be, like the only person he really threw to was Mark Andrews. If he's not good at throwing, or if he gets injured, yes, Tyler Huntley is still good, but if he gets injured, then the 7 would be accurate. And the odds of that are happening are high, but I, in great conscience, cannot. So I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them above the Panthers. Whether that be 9 or 10 wins, I don't know. I mean, they could go to 11, but I'm going to leave them here just because I don't believe that high in the Ravens. A lot of people do, but I don't see them being like as good as people make them out to be. Their division is stronger than people think. And the Ravens, they're not. The last time they were good were a while ago. So that's what I thought. That's what I think. We got the Buffalo Bills. The Bills, again, this is another one that people are like, yo, they're going to be 15 wins. They're going to be 14 wins. But now you have Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. The Jets looking a little bit stronger. The Dolphins are still, the Dolphins are underrated. The Dolphins, they continue to get teased. They continue to get, mocked. Tua Tagovailoa, concussions aside, is highly, highly underrated. But, and then the Patriots, we don't know what's going on with the Patriots. So people would say, 15, 16, 17 wins. Part of me wants to believe 10 wins, but it's Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs, I know, is acting like a baby, but we all knew that since he left the Vikings. Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis. I'm not sure who their third wide receiver really is. They got Damian Harris. They got James Cook. Naeem Hines is out for the season because of the jet ski incident, but they got Dawson Knox. They drafted Dalton Kincaid. So I think that they're going to be on the low half. I think they'll probably be at 11 wins. People are going to say, what? Oh, you're crazy. They're 14, 15 wins for sure. But no, they're going to be at the very most, in my book, 11. It's going to be a tough battle this season just because so many teams did improve. But I'd say they get 11 wins. All right, next up, the Chicago Bears. Bear down, Chicago Bears. See, this is another incident of, 1, anything can happen, but 2, a running back who plays quarterback. But a lot worse than Lamar Jackson. This is definitely a running back who plays quarterback and does not know how to throw the ball. We have witnessed this past season, yes, he can get running numbers, but that's all he can get. And who do they have to throw to? Not really much. They have, let me see exactly. Justin Fields has DJ Moore, which is good. DJ Moore is a good deep ball threat. Also puts the Panthers at a disadvantage because they don't have DJ Moore. Darnell Mooney, who I guess made some plays. And they got Equanimeous St. Brown. I'm not even including what's his face on here from the Steelers. Um, whatever. His name is irrelevant because he's really not that good. He thinks he's that guy. He's like, oh, I'm top 3 and not 3. You know, he's not. He's not. They don't really have running backs. They got Dante Foreman because they lost what's his name? James Robinson? No, I forgot his name anyways. David Montgomery. They lost David Montgomery to the Lions. Dante Foreman, he was a good backup, I guess, for what was it? Titans. So I was watching Maccabee half ultra videos. They're insane. Cool. You've never seen any of them, honestly. So Bears, Dante Foreman, they have Travis Homer, Khalil Herbert, people that really don't matter for the team. Cole Kmet, they signed Robert Tonyan from the Packers. I don't think they made enough moves for them to do any better. People are like, yo, like maybe defensively they did get better, but even then, it's just like it's not enough for them to like, oh, you know, I heard some people say that the Bears are going to win the division. They're not going to win the division this season. I want to say 0-4 wins, but they did that last season. I want to say that they get like an extra one. That's it. Maybe 5 wins. But to be honest, most American fans don't see the reason to be this owed? This owed? What do you mean? What do you mean? We're going to go to the Bengals. Bengals here are the Bengals. It's Joey Burrow. They have acquired Irv Smith Jr. They lost Hayden Hurst. Well, not Hayden Hurst was been gone. They lost P. Ryan, right? Samaje P. Ryan. They have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd still, the trio. They got Joe Mixon, Chris Evans. Yeah, they lost their tight end, but not a big deal. I think the Bengals continue to do good. As long as Joe Burrow isn't like out for many games or re-injures his injury, then they're good. So I'm gonna say like 14. I'm gonna say like 11 to 14. They'll probably be 14. There's fights here and there, but most games are just friendly trash talk because it's pointless to be violent over football. Honestly, I agree. I agree with that in all sports, though. I think it's really dumb to be super violent over any football. Someone asked what we think of European soccer fans. I was just replying to him. Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, that was earlier. Yeah, regardless of American or not American, regardless of the sports, I've seen so many fights, like from NFL to soccer to hockey to baseball. I think I've seen fights at like Little League games, and it's like, dude, relax. They're children playing. And so I honestly, I think fighting in general is so dumb. Like, you see how rude Eagle fans can be towards any away team. You see how rude like some fans are towards like other countries. And it's like, dude, it's not that serious. Yes, you could rep your team and like have it running through your veins, through your blood, but like there's really no point in fighting over like, oh, you represent this team, I'm gonna kill you. I think that's kind of dumb, in my opinion. I'm a huge fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of my team, but not to the point where I'm gonna kill somebody for being like a rival or supporting a team that isn't mine. You know, everyone has every right to support any team they want. And if I was like an avid fan where I was able to go to like every single game and I was like a hardcore fan, even if I was like decked out completely in the colors of my team, I would never be like, hey, like, you don't belong here, get out of here, for every away like fan. Like, no, they are there to support their team in the same way that you're there to support yours. So I do think that those fights are crazy. Some of them, like, some people, they like swear that like, oh, if I fight for my team, then they'll acknowledge me. But no. What team do you like? I'm a fan of the Vikings. I'm a fan of the Minnesota Vikings. I'm from Rhode Island, but I'm a fan of the Vikings. And honestly, the only way to bring it back is The way I became a Minnesota Vikings fan was in 10th grade. My teacher was like, all right, everyone pick a state. Do your research on it. And I picked Minnesota. Why? Just because I was like, I like Minnesota. And then ever since then, I'm like, I like Minnesota. And when I started getting into the football, I could have gone for the Patriots. Yes, I could have because they were on a winning streak and I'm here in New England. But I was like, you know what? I'm going for Minnesota. I'm a Giants fan. GG on that wild card game. Yeah, honestly, wild card game aside, that game that we had, what was it, week 15 or something? Crazy game. It was a crazy game. Like the fact that we won that off of like a 60+ yard field goal with a dude who could like miss so many extra points in the season, who missed so many like 30-yard, 40 yards. It was crazy. But yeah, the wild card game, you guys beat us up. I mean, like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like you guys played very well. Saquon. We're not good at defending the run game. You guys already knew exactly how we played before because our defensive coordinator didn't like to change anything or blitz at all. So it was like same old, same old. You guys already know how to beat us. And yeah, that 4th and 18, 4th and 19, 16 to like the short pass to Hawkinson. I don't know why they went with that play, but whatever, you know. But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good. Like it was cool to see too, like the Giants taking on another division rival, like in the divisional round. So, honestly, I was low key rooting for for Washington to get in because I wanted, for the first time ever, all 4 of one division to get in, and they're close-ish, but they couldn't get in. Vikings are cool. I always like them. Yeah, Vikings are always cool, but like we're cursed. I guess we're cursed. Whether it's dumb calls, whether it's you know, missed kicks, or whether it's just a lot of drama. So, anyways, we are at the Browns. Now, the Browns, we didn't get to see him much last season, but at the same time, it's like being away for a year and then being suspended for multiple games, it's like you get that rust very quick. You age more when you're not playing than you are when you are playing. And so I don't think that anything is going to come out of this, honestly. Just because, like, people swore that Deshaun Watson was like, oh, he was really good, like, honestly, top 2 quarterback in the league, but was he really? Yes, the Texans did a decent job when he was on there, but he also had D-Hop, he also had J.J. Watt, so it was like, it wasn't just him. With that being said, though, the Browns have been elevated. There have been some good acquisitions. Losing Zadarius Smith from the Vikings, but adding it to the Browns, like that 1-2 punch of Zadarius Smith and Myles Garrett is really dangerous. Like, I wouldn't want to be a quarterback going up against those two guys, regardless of their age, regardless of their performance. Just them, they're like tough guys. They always meet at the quarterback, so it's one of those things where it's like, I would not want to go up against them. They have Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones. They got Cedric Tillman. So I think wide receiver-wise, there's not really too many notable names. They have Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, technically not signed, but because he is a free agent, but could he go back there? Possibly. And I'm not sure who's there at tight end, but I think the defense here is going to win the Browns games. Not necessarily offense. Like I said, I don't believe in Deshaun Watson. There's not many weapons there. Amari Cooper is really good, but is he still really good? Especially when Deshaun Watson's throwing at him. But I think, see, a friend of mine is a Ravens fan, and he believes that the Browns are going to win the division. I still think the Bengals win the division, I have the Ravens at like 9 or 10. I have the Bengals at like 13, 14. I'm going to put the Browns. Do I believe in Deshaun Watson more than I believe in Lamar Jackson? No, I don't. I think they go like 9 wins, and then Ravens are like a 9-10. I think the Browns go 9. Just because, like, they have improved, but still offensively, I don't see them really do much. Yeah, they got their new mascot, the dog, which makes sense, but does that really change much? Not really. So, Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Listen, I hate the Cowboys. I really do. And more reasons than the team itself. Like, don't get me wrong. I do hate the team. But what I really hate more than the team is how much the Cowboys are shoved down our throats. The Cowboys is like, oh, like we're America's team. We're America. No, you haven't been America's team since like the 90s. So shut up, first of all. Second of all, you're not as good as you think you are. Dak Prescott isn't that guy. Like, I don't believe in Dak Prescott. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't really believe too much in Kirk Cousins. But I would trust Kirk Cousins over Dak Prescott. And that's not just the injuries thing. Like, yes, Dak gets injured a lot, which not necessarily is his fault. He's just unlucky where he like gets rolled over or gets attacked and like his leg is broken or his ankle or his knee or whatever, you know. But I would trust Kirk Cousins more than Dak Prescott. But like Dallas is just shoved down our throats nonstop, and it's so annoying. Like they have the max amount of primetime games year after year, and it's like, dude, there's no way. Like, it's so annoying how much the Cowboys are shoved down our throats. I like their defense. I like some players on the offense. Excuse me. But just the team is overhyped, and that completely respect is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, he's definitely the one in the front line saying, hey, I have the money. I'm going to go ahead and pay for that. So my team is always talked about. And it's like, it works. You know? If Patrick Mahomes was on the Cowboys, even if they lost every single game, Cowboys would nonstop be on, like, they would be on a platform. Like, higher than they are now. It's like, the two biggest things are Pat Mahomes and the Cowboys. And the Cowboys don't deserve anywhere there. Every list I see of like the top 5 offenses, every list I see of like, oh, the top 10 quarterbacks, like the Cowboys have no right being anywhere there. But somehow they get in there. I think... Let me see exactly. Have they made any changes? CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, they got Brandon Cooks from the Texans, right? So they did get a little bit better on the receiving side. They got Tony Pollard. They don't have Ezekiel Elliott, which Pollard was basically running back 1 anyways. You know, Ezekiel Elliott, he peaked a long time ago. He did decent like the past few years, like, and he's trying to like, he was like my dog. You see, my dog, he a long time ago when I was a teenager, I had this Chihuahua, and he wasn't looking so good. It was like, okay, I think it's time to put him down. And the week that we were like planning on like, all right, we talked with the doctor, like, okay, maybe the option is to put him down. He was like full of energy. It was full of life. He like ran away, jumped into someone's car, ate their McDonald's, and was like revived again. And it's kind of like one of those things where Ezekiel Elliott's like, oh, I'm leaving. Like, they might get rid of me soon, so let me do better. And it's like, yeah, see, look, I'm still young. I'm still able to do things. But then they're like, nah, we're going with Tony Pollard. And then tight end, they lost Dallas. No, who was it? No, what's his name? What was his name? their tight end. What was his name? Let me see. He went to another team. Dalton Schultz went to the Texans. They lost Dalton Schultz. They got Luke Schoonmaker. I guess drafted, right? So tight end, I mean, not a big deal when you have like 3 decent wide receivers. Yeah, Schultz, thank you. When you have 3 decent wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, really good. I like CD. I feel like he still needs to learn a little bit more. And maybe him being young is like, nah, I don't need to learn. I don't know. This is me barely like knowing the kid. Michael Gallup is like, okay, maybe, he came back after injury. Might be his last season of being okay, or good. Brandon Cooks needs to prove himself. Being on the Texans for so long, you got to kind of prove yourself. How well can you do on a good team? But the thing is, the defense wins them a lot of games. It's the reason why Dallas is one of the top defenses picked up in fantasy. So part of me wants to say, no, 5-7 wins, screw you. The realistic is like maybe 10. Because they face the Giants. Giants have always been like mid to good. More recently, like people say that they're like horrible. Giants aren't horrible. They're actually pretty good. They just make some mistakes that kind of mess them up. I don't think Daniel Jones is their quarterback. And Brian Dable is pretty cool as a coach, so we'll see how he does this year. But yeah, and then Washington is just a dumpster fire that's finally being put out. So for that reason, I think Cowboys get 10 wins. I'm going to say 10. I want to say 11. See, I have their schedule, so I know who they're facing. But I'm not doing an educated guess. I'm doing like a rounded guess. Just because it's the Cowboys and I don't want them to succeed, I'm going to put them at 10. I'm going to put them at 10 wins. Broncos, let's ride. I think Russ is cooked. I don't think he could be saved. Yes, Nathaniel Hackett was a horrible head coach. But I think Russ is also cooked. O-line or no O-line, Russ has always been, destroyed. And kind of proved it last year that the Seahawks did fine without him. Yeah, they weren't the best, but they made it to the playoffs. So I don't believe in Russ that well, especially too who they got. They had Tim Patrick got injured, and their other guy, I'm pretty sure. Wait, did they even have Tim Patrick anymore? Hold on. Who got injured? There was an injury, and then there was a dude who got who's broken arm or something. It's not showing up here anymore. But anyways, they have Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Marvin Mims Jr., which it's like 3 no-names. They're good, but it's like, are they really good enough? Can Russ elevate them? I don't think so. Maybe a different quarterback, they would be able to be elevated. I feel like if you put Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy on any other team, they're going to strive. They're going to do so much better. But just the fact that it's the Broncos, that I think they're going to get, stopped. Their potential is going to be limited. You got Javonte Williams, which he was really good. Samaje Perine, who was a good number 2 to the Bengals. Joe Mixon. So it was a good number 2, and you lose Melvin Gordon here, but you gain Samaje Perine, which is an upgrade there. Tight end Greg Dulcich good for you, I guess. Broncos don't ride much. I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say 7 wins. Like, they could go higher, like if Russ actually takes off, but Broncos not riding this season either. I think this is the year people are gonna be like, okay, I think Russ is cooked. They might draft a quarterback if they can. If they end up getting like 5 wins, then they have a better chance of getting a good quarterback. But either that or they trade. But this might be the year because they have Russ and Jared Stidham, and Stidham is not. He's not main quarterback. Lions. The Lions. Jared, I've never been a believer in Jared Goff. Yes, he's went to the Super Bowl with the Rams. Yes, he's played very well time in and time out. He's a really good fantasy guy. But I don't know if I really believe too much in Jared Goff. I believed in Matt Stafford more than I believed in Jared Goff. There was when they swapped over, people were like, oh, it's pretty even, or some people were like, oh, the Lions won that. It's like, no, the Rams won that. The Lions won in the long haul just because they ended up getting players from being so bad. But yes, they've improved defense. And for that reason, like, I do think the division is between the Vikings and the Lions. I don't think it's between the Lions and the Bears like people are saying, or the Packers and the Lions. There's no way. I think it's between the Lions and the Vikings. Knowing a lot more now, it's different than it would, let's say, at the beginning of like off season, just because they drafted Hendon Hooker, who was a QB that people were saying could have slipped into the first round, and he's sitting behind Jared Goff to learn. You have Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's still good. But then you have Jameson Williams, who people were like, this guy is going to be really good. He's going to be a Justin Jefferson type. And he showed off the first year. He was injured. And then he played a little bit. And then he gambled on his team. And he's suspended for how long? Jameson Williams. He's suspended for... He tore his ACL in college, which is tough to come back from. Jameson Williams was suspended for 6 games. So week 7. So that's 6 games. That's a huge deal. Like some people think, it's just 6 games. But I mean, that's like, what? Almost a quarter of the games played. That's a lot. So it is going to make a bit of an impact. They got Marvin Jones Jr. Hooray, I guess. David Montgomery was a good ad, but they lost. They lost both Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift. But they did get David Montgomery, which at the same time, when I saw that, I was like, I don't know if I like that, just because Montgomery, yes, he's on the Bears. And the Bears, their quarterback is a running back, so they're not going to need them as much. But it's like, I don't know. I think that he's going to fall very quickly. Like, I feel like his peak already peaked. They did draft Jamar Gibbs as well, running back. Their defense is good. They drafted some good defensive pieces too. I think their defense is going to be strong. Oh, this is tough. Because as I'm like, going through all these details, I'm like, you know what? Are they as good as I thought they were gonna be? I don't think so. I think they're more than 5 and 7 wins. They're not 11 and 14, so I'm gonna put them 8 to 10. But I'm gonna put them at like. I want to put them at 10 games. 9 or 10. But 10 games. just because the lines did improve. And this is going to be a prove it year for a few boys, especially with Hendon Hooker breathing down Jared Goff's neck, as well as Jahmyr Gibbs breathing down David Montgomery. As long as they don't get suspended anymore, they have a chance. Pretty sure they drafted a tight end too. So, yeah. Green Bay Packers. Now, there's a lot of it's crazy to think, like, I follow Tom Grossi, okay? I'm a fan of Tom Grossi, and he's a huge fan of the Packers. And he did a video about, like, so where are we going to be? And he listed off so many reasons why they're not going to be there. Like why they're not going to be good. There was so many things he listed. It was like, but the Packers, they can, like, yes, we have all these issues, but we're the Packers. And it's just like, there's so many unknowns about the Packers that they could, yes, essentially they could hit 11 to 14 wins. They can also hit 5 to 7 wins. And it's hard to fully predict it because we don't know how Jordan Love is. He's been there since, 2020? He's played like a game or two. A lot of young people, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, Jalen Reed, who they drafted. It's just like, we don't know these kids. Christian Watson, yes, I believe Christian Watson is a good wide receiver. But the thing is, he wasn't there long enough to learn some details from someone like an Aaron Rodgers. And he for sure wasn't there when Devontae was there. So he didn't have that chance to learn that either. Like, Christian Watson was like, here's a really good rookie who could have developed to an amazing wide receiver player if he had someone to like get educated from. But unfortunately didn't have the chance to. And so he was like, yeah, I'm really good. But the thing is, he could be so much better if he had someone there to really help him, to teach him. It's a lot of young people. Aaron Jones, he got a pay cut to stay there, which is smart. The running back market is just absolutely dead right now. It's crashed. So you want a team that you like and guarantee that you're going to play, you're gonna be there. But he's definitely 1A to AJ Dillon's 1B. They've been elevating Dillon a lot more, doing a two-headed dragon type thing. They got Luke Musgrave and Tucker Kraft. They drafted both of them. I don't know why they drafted 2 tight ends, but okay. But they did for the Packers, and like for that reason, there's too many young kids. I feel like Aaron Jones is babysitting everyone. They had a lot of people lost on the defense. So it's just like, there's so many things that Tom Grossi has listed that it's like, oh yeah, here's all the reasons why we're going to overcome adversity, because these are all the adversities that we have, but there's not much of a reason of why they're going to overcome adversity. They got a new kicker in there. They got a new tight end in there. They have a new quarterback in there. They have a new wide receiver. And so it's just like, for that reason, I think they could be less. I want to say 4, but I'm going to say 5 to 7. Specifically, I think they get 7 wins, just because Matt LaFleur is a good coach. But if they go 4 wins, I don't think he's gonna be there much longer. Texans improved a lot. New coach, new quarterback with C.J. Stroud. They got Dougie Mills still there, Davis Mills, and Case Keenum was added from the Bills, right? From the Bills. Brandon Cooks. Oh, okay. So wait, hold on. Who's on the Cowboys? Brandon Cooks. Yeah, so you're not there. Robert Woods is on the Texans. And they drafted Tank Dell. Dameon Pierce is still good. They also got Devin Singletary as well. They drafted they got Dalton Schultz from the Cowboys. So they did improve a little bit in the offense. This is going to be, I think that the Texans are going to be what the Falcons were last year. So I think they're going to get 7 wins. They got what? They got the number 2 and 3 pick, and with 3 they picked like a very good defensive player. So I think they're gonna go 7 wins and work their way back up to being good again. And we're gonna see this year. We're gonna write them off like, oh, it's the Texans 5 wins, but they're actually gonna get like 7, which is not bad, but still. Indianapolis Colts. Jim Irsay has been Jim Irsaying things, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Their offense legitimately revolves around Jonathan Taylor, and Jonathan Taylor wants a trade. And then the team's like, well, he's injured, so he ain't going anywhere until he's injured, until he's better. And once he's cleared, then maybe we can go ahead and like let him through. And then he's like, no, I'm not injured. Let me off the team. It's just a big mess. If Jonathan Taylor plays, he's gonna do well, especially with the new quarterback with Anthony Richardson. You have Gardner Minshew in there too, so he's not a bad backup. Or even if they have to start a bit with Gardner Minshew, not a bad quarterback to start with. Michael Pittman Jr., Alec Pierce, Josh Downs they drafted, Jelani Woods. Offense, I don't know too much about defense. I know Kwity Paye because that dude's from Providence. Besides that, I don't know much. With all the drama that's happening, I think they're going to fall around here of maybe like 5 or 6 wins. I think they'll fall over here 5 or 6 wins. And it's not going to be Anthony Richardson's fault. People are going to start blaming him like, oh, this new quarterback sucks. Like, no, it's just there's so much drama that it's going to affect. They might do better next year. Like, I do see them maybe 2024 season that they go up to like a 9 win, but they're going to be about 6. Jaguars. Now, Duval. So let's talk about this. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is as good as people, point him out to be. People are all like, "Oh, Trevor Lawrence." Like this guy was like the guy that, you wanted to have at number 1. Joe Burrow was a number 1. It worked out. That's basically all I can think of. Zach Wilson was number 2, but I mean, Trevor Lawrence, he's not good, but he can get there. Not that he's bad, but he's like mid. I like his attitude. He's a cool kid, but he's just not as good as like people are like. At least the NFL is pushing him out to be. I think one factor that people are gonna sleep on the Jaguars for though is they're gonna forget that Calvin Ridley is a thing. Calvin Ridley, for a while, was on the Falcons, and he's like, I have mental health issues. And then I guess his mental health issues was he gambled too much on his own team and got suspended for 1 year for it. And then in the meantime, they're like, okay, well, we're trading you to the Jaguars. And now the Jaguars had him. I think Calvin Ridley is going to have a good resurgence here. I think Calvin Ridley will prove that he's still good. Calvin Ridley was like, he was there with Julio Jones. And he has the potential of being very good. So I say the Jaguars go to... They had 9 wins last season, right? They got the Texans. They got the Colts. I'm sorry. The Texans, the Titans, the Colts. Okay, I want to bring them up to... I think they go 11. I think they go 11 wins. It's crazy, but people are going to sleep on them. On the fact that they have Calvin Ridley, they have Christian Kirk, they have Zay Jones. Travis Etienne is really good. Tank Bigsby, they have as well. I believe they drafted him. And then Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram, that it's a miracle that they got him for so cheap. He's a wide receiver. They just have him as tight end. So I think that they're gonna go and get 11 wins, 11 to 14. So Chiefs, how about them Chiefs? That's not their line, but anyways, the home of the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes proved last year that the Chiefs didn't necessarily need Tyreek Hill. Yes, you need a playmaker like a Tyreek Hill, but they didn't need Tyreek Hill to be successful. They went to the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl. The reigning, defending NFL Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. And where do they stand in my eyes? I think they got Pat Mahomes. They got Kadarius Toney. They got it from the Giants. He has potential. We got to see how well he does. They got MVS, which Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Okay. He was on the Packers. That's really all I can say. He drops balls a lot, so it's not too consistent. And then they drafted Rashee Rice, which could be promising. You know, drafting a wide receiver when Patrick Mahomes is your quarterback is very, very attractive. So they got Isaiah Pacheco. They still have Jerick McKinnon and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And then, of course, they still have Travis Kelce. So I think, not knowing their schedule, like I have their schedule, like I said, but that's a whole different video. I think the Chiefs go and they get it's either 14 or 15, and just because it's the Chiefs, I know the Super Bowl, what was it, decline or whatever it's called, is a real thing, but Patrick Mahomes doesn't really feel that. I'm going to say 15. I'm going to be so wrong, but, I mean, let's be honest. Year after year, one of these teams has a bunch of wins and a few losses. It was the Eagles last year. It was the, you know, I'm just trying to, like, go further back in my head. But the Eagles last year did it. So I think the Chiefs will do it this year. We got the Chargers. Again, another player that people are hyped up on, Herbert. I don't believe in Herbert. I believe in Trevor Lawrence more than I believe in Herbert. Yes, he can make some good plays, but I mean, I don't know. He just I don't know. I don't think he has some good targets if they stay healthy, like Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and they drafted Quentin Johnson too, so they have potential to run the score. That's not including all the guys they still have, like Josh Palmer and all these kids. But, you know, they have plenty of weapons to throw to. But is the cannon fully loaded for the Chargers? Austin Eckler at first was like, hey, I want to look around for trades. And they're like, okay, go ahead. And then he realized if he leaves, he's screwed because the running back market is dead. So they still have Austin Eckler, who's a good target to catch, a good running guy. They got Gerald Everett at tight ends. Even though I don't believe in Herbert, I still can respect his game and know that time in and time out, he proves me wrong. And so I'm going to say that the Chargers end up in the 8 to 10 category. Probably with 10. Yes, it's not an easy division going up against the Chiefs. You also have the Broncos, and you also have the Raiders, who aren't going to be as bad as they were last year, but still, nonetheless, I see them 8 to 10, possibly 10. Rams. Now, if they stay healthy, they could do good. But the last season, they weren't healthy. It was not so good. Like I said before, I am a fan of Matt Stafford. I am also a fan of Cooper Kupp. You know, I had last 2 seasons ago, I had Cooper Kupp and Justin Jefferson on my fantasy team. It was a good 1-2 punch. And it was nice. Now, will they continue to be on the path that they were before? I don't know. Because if they were healthy last year, we would have seen how much of an impact Kevin O'Connell made as the offensive coordinator. But since Matt Stafford was injured and Cooper Kupp was injured and a couple of other players were injured, they had their running back Cam Akers not playing for some time. They have Cooper Kupp. They have Van Jefferson, Cam Akers, Tyler Higbee still. Tyler Higbee was always a good target for Matt Stafford, but the second Matt Stafford was off the field, Higbee got nothing. Like, I was watching, I had him in fantasy. He did nothing whenever the other guy was playing quarterback. So I think the Rams, what was their record last year? Rams 2022 was 5 wins, 5-12. I think they do a little bit better. I think they do 5-7. Sorry, 5 to 7 wins. I say they say 7. They have 7 wins. Just because they're still missing pieces and they're still building. I think, do they still have, is he still playing Aaron Donald? Yeah, Aaron Donald is still playing. And I think this year will be Aaron Donald's last year. I think this is probably Matt Stafford's last year, which means that, what's his name? Sean Payton, right? No, what's his name? Rams coach. Sean McVay. I think Sean McVay will be like, all right, I'm retiring as well. And then Cooper Kupp possibly traded. I think this is going to be the final year before a full rebuild, and I think they go 7 wins. So that's me. Raiders, they got Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo now at quarterback instead of Derek Carr. Which it's kind of funny because Devontae Adams went over to the Raiders because he's like, hey, I want to play with my boy from college. And then they send his boy from college away. I'm playing with Jimmy G. Got Josh Jacobs supposedly playing, not playing. I don't know exactly the details there. They got Amir Abdullah, former Viking, who did decent. He played a little bit on the Panthers as well. Got Austin Hooper, Michael Mayer on the tight end side. They have Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Hunter Renfrow, and they drafted Trey Tucker, I think. Or they acquired him. I think for the sole fact that Jimmy G is playing quarterback and not Derek Carr, that it's going to elevate Devontae. It's going to elevate the whole team. Max Crosby's still a beast on defense. I think, yeah, they lost. It's the top of my head right now. I see his face. He went to the Giants. They lost Darren Waller. They lost Darren Waller, who was a good receiving tight end. But I still think they're going to be fine. So for that reason, I'm going to say the Raiders, last season they probably did, 7 wins? I think they're going to go into the 8 to 10 range, maybe at about 9 wins. Less than the Lions, less than the Ravens. Yeah. 8 to 10 wins for the Raiders. Dolphins, they just recently signed Eli Apple at cornerback. Dolphins, I've said time and time again, they're underrated. They are overlooked. And Tua Tagovailoa is very disrespected. I think the Dolphins deserve to be in this category. I think the Dolphins go, if the Bills are going at like 12 wins, Dolphins are right behind them at 12 or 11. I think the Dolphins deserve to be in 11 and 14. They got Tua, okay? They got Mike White from the Jets. All right, yeah, good for him. They have Tyreek Hill. They have Jalen Waddle. All right, this is not a flex, okay? This is an addition, but still, they got Chosen Anderson, who did nothing on the Cardinals, but he was good in the Panthers a while back. Raheem Mostert is now like officially there. They have basically all of the 49ers backfield on this team. Jeff Wilson, Raheem Mostert, also drafted Devon Achane. There were talks about possibly Dalvin Cook going to Miami, but Miami didn't want to pay more than $10 million for him. But yeah, I think the Dolphins are good as long as Tua doesn't die and get concussed time in and time out. The Dolphins will be fine. I think the Dolphins will be fine. The Minnesota Vikings. It is now time to be biased. Let's go. Minnesota Vikings here. We have drafted Jordan Addison. Okay. That is our wide receiver acquisition. Let me tell you one thing. This boy is fast. He's so fast, he goes 140 into 55. That's how fast he is. As long as he learned from his mistakes and doesn't continue to drive at such speed, allegedly it was because there was a dog emergency. I don't believe it, but that was the allegations. As long as he's, stays healthy, which I think he's dealing with a bit of an injury. He didn't really play for the rookie minicamp. It's probably maybe a strategy. But he is practicing at the training camp, so that's good. I think he can do well. It'd be a good addition. We lost Adam Thielen, but gaining Jordan Addison is a good plus. A lot of people were upset when we traded away Stephon Diggs. They're like, yo, why'd you get rid of him? He was our best receiver, da-da-da-da. But in return, we got the pick that gave us Justin Jefferson. So it's a blessing in disguise. Same thing here. We didn't gain the pick that got Addison, but we still had to use our first-round pick on Jordan Addison to replace Adam Thielen for losing, Adam Thielen. We got TJ Hawkinson last season, who is a huge – honestly, I think – this is my prediction. I think Hawkinson is the second highest, like with the points, receptions, all that, receiving, tight end, more than Mark Andrews. Like he's gonna be right behind Travis Kelce, more than George Kittle, more than Mark Andrews, more than Darren Waller, more than Kyle Pitts. All of them. He's gonna be number 2. That's my prediction. We lost Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook was due to be paid $17 million or something like that, and we said no because the highest paid running back right now is like 12-13. So we said hell no. Would you like to take a pay cut? He said hell no. So we said adios. We love you. Take it easy. We have your twin brother Alexander Madison in the backfield. We also drafted last season Ty Chandler, this season Devin McBride, who we got for a steal in the 6th, 7th round. We still have Kenny Nwangwu, who is more of a kick returner, but kick returners are no longer a thing anymore. So I think we're fine in the backfield. I am very, very negative towards my team, though. Just because I'm more realistic, okay? I have my bias, yes, but I am very respectful. And I know that Kirk Cousins isn't the best. Yes, he's good, but he's not great. He's getting better. He is. Don't get me wrong. And honestly, putting him on the quarterback show really put more eyes and more respect towards him. He got chosen 42 out of 100. He was number 42 on the top 100 after being 99 last year. And even in the quarterback room, Nick Mullins is a good number 2, really good number 2, formerly of the Raiders. And then we drafted Jaron Hall in the 5th round, which that's he's from BYU. He played with Zach Wilson, and so not that that's a flex, but and he has potential. So I think just because there's a lot of question marks on the defensive side, we obtained Mekhi Blackman, who looks like he's going to be a red zone guy or a backup for every other situation. We got, what's his name? Byron Murphy Jr., who's a good addition. We're kind of short on linebackers. That's where we're kind of struggling, and our whole defensive line looks different, which is dangerous. We don't have Dalvin Tomlinson. We don't have. Do we still have? I think we still have. Hold on, let me see. No, we don't have him. Harris Phillips. Harris Phillips. Is he still on the? Yeah, no, he's on the Bills. No, he was in the Bills. Where is he now? Is he with the Vikings? You know what? Vikings.com. Team. Name. All right, so we still have Harrison Phillips, which is good. But still, we're struggling in some pieces. We lost Zadarius Smith. Thank God that we re-signed or extended or restructured or agreed to a deal with Danielle Hunter. So we weren't good too well in the special teams. I think we're at 9 wins. I think we're above the Lions. I think we just win the division from the Lions. It is going to be a close fight between the two, but I think we just beat the Lions and win the division. Our division's not the strongest. You know, it's very mid. I think our division this season will be, I could be wrong. I think our division this season will be what the AFC South was last year or the year before. I think it's going to be kind of not the best, but the Lions and the Vikings could surprise everyone and be like top 11 and 14s. But until proven otherwise, I don't think that we will. Patriots, I think this is you know what? I think this is going to be a bad year for the Patriots. I say 5 wins. Below the Bears, below the Colts. It's crazy to think that, you know, I think this is the last year that we're going to see Bill Belichick as coach of the Patriots. You have Mac Jones, who isn't good. You have Bailey Zappi is a decent backup. You got Juju now in the receiver room, which, okay, good for him. He's playing with Bill, but who else is in that wide receiver room? We don't really know. You got Ramondre Stevenson in the backfield. Okay. Good for him. Mike Gesicki, Hunter Henry. Okay. Like, they're not going to be doing so well. Yes, they're always good defense. Like, they're always good special teams, but you kind of need it in offense in order to play. And I don't think the Patriots are there, nor are they going to be there. So, I have a few more left to go. The Saints, I have mentioned before, are very unpredictable. Saints could be anywhere, honestly, anywhere. Just don't know them enough. I don't know them enough to be able to put a finger on them. I've seen them play a decent amount, but they got Derek Carr from the Raiders, and they have Jameis Winston in the backup. So, but they still have what's his name, Taysom Hill. So he can go anywhere. Like, you know, he could be a tight end, he could be defense guy, he could be O-line, receiver, running back, wide quarterback. So he's like the biggest playmaker for the whole team. You have Chris Olave and Michael Thomas. I guess Michael Thomas is back. Jarvis Landry is back. There's just so much unknowns, especially with them two, with, you know, injuries and stuff. Alvin Kamara is there, but is he going to play? Is he going to get arrested? Is he going to jail? What's the question? Like, what's going to happen with Alvin Kamara? They do have Jamal Williams, though, and they drafted Kendre Miller. So they do have a little bit, but Jamal Williams, I don't think is good enough to hold the team alone. Yes, he got like every single game last year, two touchdowns in each of them. But that was him at number 2, so it was like less pressure, or maybe number 3, depending on how you look at it. But I don't think he's good enough to be a number 1. If Alvin Kamara plays, then yes, he'll be good. But don't know. And then Jawan Johnson at tight end. I think the Saints will. I think they'll also be in the 8 to 10. I said the Panthers and the Falcons are going to fight for the division. The Panthers are going to beat the Falcons. I think that stays true, and the Saints are there. Who else is in the division? Oh, I know. We'll get to that in a second. Then we got the Giants. Giants, I think, surprised some teams last year with how well they did. They weren't expecting them. Like, they were secretly building in the background like a good team, and actually caught some people off guard. We have Daniel Jones, who shouldn't be there, but at quarterback. I mean, he's a good leader. I'll give him that. But is he a good quarterback? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sterling Shepard, Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt. Wide receiver room has been very inconsistent over the years. They've had the guy from the Lions that barely even played on the Giants. I forgot his name, to be honest. He's still a free agent, and he deserves it. Had some players here and there. Kadarius Toney had some, had some promising effects, and then went to the Chiefs. You have Saquon Barkley, who wasn't going to be there, then was going to be there. After, I don't know if it was like kind of he wanted more, but then he didn't get it. So he said, all right, I'm leaving. And then he ended up getting less than the more that he wanted. Saquon Barkley he's good. He's good. But is Saquon as good as he used to be? That's the question. They got James Robinson added on, I think, technically from the Patriots after they picked him up from the Jaguars or whatever it was. James Robinson, Matt Breida. But Darren Waller was a good acquisition. Darren Waller going to the Giants was a huge plus. I think Darren Waller will take advantage of Daniel Jones, and I think Darren Waller will be the highest receiver for the Giants. I think the Giants will do better this year than they did last year, which means I think the Giants will go right about here. I think the Giants will go right about there, 8 to 10. Probably more towards the 10. It's fighting, like, basically tiebreaker with Cowboys. Jets. Aaron Rodgers. Possibly Dalvin Cook as an addition. Breece Hall is still Breece Hall, as long as he's not, like, injured and stuff. Alan Lazard. Garrett Wilson, who apparently got injured as well. Randall Cobb. Okay, whatever. Good for you. McCole Hardman. I guess that guy's hard, I guess. And then Chad Uzama from the Bengals. So it's hard to deny Aaron Rodgers still being Aaron Rodgers. For the past few years, I've been saying that the Packers aren't going to do so good. Aaron Rodgers is going to fall off. But time in and time out, Aaron Rodgers proves that he still got it. He can still go. He can still sling the ball. He's in a room where he's comfortable because he has Alan Lazard. He has Randall Cobb. So he has people that he's comfortable with. If they get Cook in there, he's always been a fan of Cook, so it's an addition as well. I think the Jets are going to do good, but not as good as people are thinking that they are. People are saying, like, oh, Jets are going to be a top 3 team, top 4 team. Yes, Aaron Rodgers is a top 3 quarterback, but I don't think the Jets do any better than teams like the Raiders, teams like the Ravens. Around here, I see the Jets. Maybe a little bit better than the Lions and the Vikings. Seeing the team. Yeah, I'll say the Jets are here. I'll say the Jets will have 9 wins, maybe 10, in the 8 to 10 range. I know there's a lot here, but like that's how typically the teams fall in the mid section. you know, either one short of 500 or, you know, one above and so on. So it's tough to really predict, but I think the Jets, you know, they have young players and they have veterans. So it's a well-balanced all around on offense and defense. Eagles, no one expected them last year to be up here. Some people probably expected them over here, but no one expected to be there up there. The Eagles have lost Miles Sanders, but they gained DeAndre Swift. They also still have the Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, I believe, and then Rashad Penny was also an addition from the Seahawks. So their running back, their backfield, they got better in that sense, and they still have their quarterback, who's a good running back. You know? They gained Marcus Mariota, who's basically Jalen Hurts, but just in a different era and maybe a little bit worse. But yeah, so A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, DeAndre Swift, Rashad Penny, Boston Scott, Dallas Goedert. Eagles are still Eagles. Maybe some of the defensive was lost. That happens time and time again with the teams. I think the Eagles run it back. I don't think they go back to the Super Bowl, but I do think that they end up with 15 or 14. I don't know. I think the Eagles go with 15. Just because, like, again, they're facing Giants, the Cowboys, the Washington Commanders. They face the Vikings. They face, you know, I'm pretty sure they go through, I don't know what division, but they go against one of the soft divisions. So I think the Eagles, they do run it back. Steelers. Not much to say about the Steelers. You know, they're always mid. They're always 8 to 10, usually 9. So let's go ahead and throw them. Let's throw them here. Maybe, let me see. Steelers, they have Kenny Pickett with Mitchell Trubisky in the bag. Deontay Johnson, Ray McLeod, George Pickens. Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Pat Freiermuth, and Darnell Washington. It was a top tight end pickup. I think that they go here. Just right in the middle, 9. Maybe 8. But I don't know much about the Steelers. They're not the team that they used to be, but they stay pretty consistent with being around 500. So Seahawks were above 500 this season. I think they start to regress. Even though they did pick up, which is kind of dumb, they didn't really need it, but they picked up Jackson Smith and Jigba. So JSN was an acquisition for the Seahawks. They didn't need him because they have Metcalf, they have Lockett, they have Drew Lock in the back. Not back, but like back up to Geno Smith. And for running back, Kenneth Walker is good. DJ Dallas is there. I know there was a couple injuries as well in the running back room. I'm not sure if it was Seahawks or what, but they're not too lucky with that. Noah Fant and tight end as well. I think that they regress. I think that the Geno Smith season was a fluke, or not a fluke, was a final-ditch effort. I think that the Seahawks fall to 7 wins, right above the Rams. That's when it's going to be like, okay, you know, Metcalf's like, trade me. Lockett's like, okay, maybe I get elevated to a new role or whatever. They start looking for a quarterback. 49ers, speaking of looking for quarterbacks, we have 49ers whose quarterbacks are made of paper. We have Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, Sam Darnold. Apparently Trey Lance did something bad in camp. I like played bad or something. I don't know what the details are, but yeah, Brock Purdy Mr. Irrelevant, not so irrelevant anymore. Had to get Tommy John surgery. He had bad luck with the quarterbacks, and honestly, the quarterback room doesn't look as strong as it did with Jimmy Garoppolo because it's Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's not good enough to be that veteran guy for these two young guys. Debo Samuel, the wide receiver running back guy. Brandon Ayuk, he's decent. Christian McCaffrey, the running back quarterback guy. And George Kittle. So the Niners defense, though, is still good with Nick Bosa, and all their playmakers. So I think that they go and they stay consistent. I think they're better than the Bills and the Dolphins at about 12 wins, 12, 13. Buccaneers. Okay, no team is going to be worse. No team is going to be... Oh, look at that. Chiefs favorite. No team is going to be worse than the Cardinals. Cardinals are going to be the worst team. And if I'm being honest, the way this is looking like, it's going to look horrible for the next few teams. All right? I think it's going to be like this. I think this is how it's set up. Yes, the Titans could go to the mid-tier. Yes, they could be a little bit less, which I think I might end up putting them. I think I'll put them around. The thing is, it's just... I'm trying to think. Because Ryan Tannehill, I think, this will be his year that he won't be starting. At one point, he'll be set. It'll be either Malik Willis or Will Levis. Derrick Henry is still Derrick Henry. They got Treylon Burks. They got Nick Westbrook-Ikine. And they got Kyle Phillips. Devontae Foreman, Tajay Spears, Okonkwo. I think they fall behind the Texans. I think they get third in their division. It's hard to fully predict, but that's just my guess. Just because the quarterback room is a question mark. Their wide receivers, they have yet to really get a really good wide receiver out there. So it's just what are you going to do? Continue to let Derrick Henry hurt himself and play on the field time and time again. I don't know. So this is my final prediction. The worst team, I know I didn't say much about the Commanders or the Buccaneers. They're not going to be playing so well. Yes, you have good players, like on the Buccaneers. You have Mike Evans, and you have Chris Godwin, Russell Gage. You have Rashad White, who's a good running back prospect. You got Chase Edmonds. Cade Otton, I guess. Kyle Trask is a backup to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is not the guy. There's a reason why he did not last long in the Browns. And in return was no longer on the Progressive commercials. I think that they get 4 wins at most. Mike Evans looks to be... I think Mike Evans is traded and Chris Godwin is dropped, and then they build around Rashad White with the running back and draft some receivers and try to get a good quarterback that is available. Honestly, if Kirk Cousins doesn't go to the 49ers, I could see Kirk Cousins going to the Buccaneers next year. That's my prediction. And then the Washington Commanders, that's not even going to be their name by next year. Jacoby Brissett, Sam Powell. Yeah, they got Scary Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, John Dotson, Brian Robinson, also another kid who's a good running back. Antonio Gibson, Logan Thomas. But, I mean, that organization is going to be so rebuilt from the ground up that this team is not even going to look like what it was. And that's it. That's my predictions. Those are my guesses on where they're going to stand. I'm going to do more of an educated deep breakdown of like game for game and that kind of thing at another time. But that's gonna be it for me for this part. Chiefs and Eagles 15-17 wins. Bengals 49ers, Bills, Dolphins, Jaguars 11-14 wins. We have the Chargers, Cowboys, Giants, Jets, Vikings, Lions, Ravens, Steelers, Raiders, Browns, Panthers, Falcons, Saints 8-10 wins. Then we have Seahawks, Rams, Texans, Titans, Packers, Broncos, Colts, Bears, Patriots 5-7, and ending off with Buccaneers, Commanders, and the Cardinals 0-4 wins. So, yeah, that's just my prediction. I think I've been right more often than I've been wrong. This is my first time actually doing something like that, though. So, doing the Tim the Tatman tier list. So anything can happen. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do, let me go ahead and get this set up and situated. I'm gonna go ahead and get Apex loaded up. We're gonna load up Apex. All right. We have our Apex workout stream. So this is my second one with this new revision. I did this yesterday. I used to have it a different way a little while back on my Twitch channel, but I did this yesterday on my Twitch channel. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to play Apex. I'm playing ranked because the season's almost over and we're almost Diamond 1. And I want to try to get Masters. And I don't want to, what's it called for it? I don't want to rat for it. Let's go ahead and make some changes. Stream settings, stream health, analytics, edits. If I die, I work out. Diamond to Masters. Grind. Boom. Alright, just updating that. Can I update the game? How does this work? I don't think so. Okay. Boom. Save. Boom. Boom. We will go boom. And we're good to go. Alright. So, that's the workout details. Every time I lose LP, almost said RP. Every time I lose LP, I got to do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and 10 lifts with some weights that I have. Every time I reach top 10, though, if I reach top 10, I only have to do 5, 5, 5. Now, there's some ups and some downs. If I get downed, I have to do 5 squats. If I get finished first, which I always get finished first, it doesn't matter if I'm down second, I always get finished first. I have to do an additional 10 squats. Every time I die, I got to do a 30-second plank. And then there's some positives. Every time I get a kill, that's one less sit-up I got to do. Every time I get a down, that's one less push-up. And every time I do 250 damage, that is one less left. You can see in the description all the details as well. The only thing that's not on here is if I win, I have to do 50 jumping jacks. And that's the only thing I have to do. So yeah, sure, yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. So we're Diamond 2, 568 out of 1,000. We hit 600 yesterday, but then you know how it is. You win some, you lose some. More often, you lose some. So, where's? I was talking about this yesterday. This collection, the Ash one, I love this skin. It's so dope. If I had the crafting materials, for sure I would have gotten it. I'm not paying for it, I'll tell you that. I like the Valkyrie's prestige skin too, but 2 seems weird. Like 1 is really cool, but then 2, it's like, okay, well, I don't like 2 as much as I like 1. Maybe like the back wings part, but I like the face mask part more. And then this is just pretty cool. If I could do a split, some coins, some crafting, I would have done it. I used to do the workout streams where every time I start a game, I gotta do 3 jumping jacks no 3 squats to pay for it. But I moved that somewhere else. All right, give me a second. Pathfinder.
A match a day keeps the doctor away. Just kidding. I'm made of metal. Congratulations. You just called in the big guy. I will leave my mark.
Oh, well, that's wrong. How about that?
Introducing your champion.
My friends, metaphorically, bend your knees when you land.
Bum 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 bum. Oh no.
Stand back. Knuckle clusters firing.
I think I'm gonna die if I go over here, but I have no choice but to go over here. Oh god, there's 2 teams here, dude. It's a great start. Give me that. News.
Hands off. That's a frenzy for you.
Attention. First blood.
Oh, getting shot at. You're bad. Okay. Wish I could put the sniper scope on this, but I can't. Kind of tempted to do the P2020. Maybe.
So far, so need ammunition.
I need energy ammo.
Maybe I'll deal with this a bit and then switch to P2020. Okay, the guy over there, I see you.
The building.
Enemy over there.
There's 2 squads around here.
There's a Watson.
Ow!
Reloading. Giving my shield.
I hate the charge rifle, man. The passion, I hate the charge rifle.
I'm taking fire. Grenade, watch out.
Good lead, guys.
I shot it.
We won't win this one.
It's gonna die. Got him.
What the fuck are you?
I'm taking fire, friends.
Come on, baby.
Got this.
Got him.
Reloading. Wow, looks like that was the last one in the squad.
Like you've done that before.
There's another squad.
I got you, friend.
Ooh.
Care package.
I shouldn't have gotten those 2 kills, to be honest.
Incoming care package.
I was kind of
Loot.
unlucky. But still. I'll take it.
Taking a beat to here.
Oh, I don't have any more shield.
Recharging my shield.
We should loot before the next fight, guys.
I need energy ammo. I need light ammo. Could use some marksman optics, mate.
Anything for me? Nope. Nuts.
Give me a sec. I am repairing my
All right.
Healing up. You'll be right. I have some materials.
Thanks.
I heard the pistols are getting a buff, which is really good.
I have some materials.
I like the pistols, as you can see with the P2020. I did more damage with the P2020 than I did with the Vault.
Over there.
I always mix a Vault and Volt. I hate it.
Pico, just a moment. Crafty.
You got in there. Okay. I can kind of go from there.
Healing. Give me a sec.
Peacekeeper. I am willing to drop the Volt. The Volt. For my teammate. So he has more ammo.
Optics here. Sniper.
Thanks.
I need energy ammo.
It's 49. Alright, if I find the R301, I'll drop it.
Laser sight here.
Level 2.
Energy ammo here.
If it is required, there is an extended energy mag here. Level 1. So they hop up here. Double tap trigger.
Alright, cool.
Wanna do the armory?
Got an armory over there.
Oh, it's been done, I guess.
I have energy for you. Oh, wow, why did I mess up saying that word? Oh my god.
Extended light mag
That was embarrassing.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 2.
Energy ammo here.
Buddy.
Standard stock here. Level 2. Level 2.
Does the Peacekeeper does take that. I love it, but I'm gonna have to go with
Those aren't good. And the target.
Peacekeeper, at least for a minute.
Heavy ammo here. If it is required, there is an extended energy mag here. Level 2.
I gotta raise the music a little bit more.
Yep.
Thank you. Champion out. Setting up a zip line. Lucky us, we are already inside the ring.
Standard stock here.
Replicator being delivered.
Here comes the replicator.
Fight over there.
Enemy over there. Copy that.
Wanna try third party that or
Target over
people
there.
flying? You're gonna get involved or you wanna avoid?
It's up to you.
Creature behind you. Now we are exposed.
Let's get involved.
Yeah, let's try to take advantage of the situation.
Enemies.
Launching thermite. Launching thermite.
That's there.
Shields are recharging. Kill that Jaga.
One moment. Gotta use a
Another Watson. Oh, multiple squads.
I'm nervous. Not gonna lie.
Don't push too much, guys. Let's step back a bit.
Lifting the veil.
Well, that'll be an enemy.
Another squad's cutting in.
Setting up a zip line.
Okay. A little more comfortable.
There's a weapon supply bin here.
Someone's using a bow check, I hear.
Yep.
I'm saying yep after I talk. I'm not sure if I'm like keep looking over like
Yeah.
bruh.
We are inside. Let's clear a ladder wide. Red, red. Deploying me knuckle
Gonna drop here, right?
Another bloody squad. Launching me knuckle cluster.
Attention. Delivering care
Juicing me
package.
shields. Ah, look. Supplies
Heard
inbound,
that.
my friend.
11 squads, come on, we need top 10.
Antagonist spotted over there.
I don't want to lose LP.
Need to
Come on,
shield up.
baby.
Joining the fight.
Holy shit.
Grappling. My ultimate is ready. Who's ready to fly on a zip line? I am.
Recharge me shields.
Recharging shields.
Enemy here. I am fire.
That was a horrible swing. What was that?
Coming. Behind you.
Oh, we dropped down. Hey, we got top 10 though. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Top 10, baby. Top 10. Let's go. Don't have to do one. Don't have to do over 5. And 2, don't have to lose LP there. Okay, so we got 2 kills, 2 knocks, 277 damage dealt.
Got a hop. Extended sniper mag here. Level 3.
Which means we only have to do 3 push-ups, 3 sit-ups, and 4 lifts, which is good. I did die though. Was I downed? Yes, I was downed. 5 squats. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. It could have been worse, so I'll take that. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, all right. Woo. And last but not least, It's always exhausting, man. My abs still hurt from yesterday. Oh, my lack of abs, my midsection hurts from yesterday. Yesterday's workout stream. Oof. Oh, dude, this morning I woke up with pain here, 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 and here. And that just got reactivated. Oh. P2, which sucks. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Cancel. Ready? I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back. Because usually when I'm not Pathfinder, I'm Ash. And I heard Pathfinder get chosen, and then I heard Ash, so I was like, not sure if somebody got them, and then I went to default Ash.
Then again, you're not too quick on anything.
What are you marking?
Land there.
Oh.
Heard that.
Really? How do you mark that spot and then not jump for it?
Show no mercy.
Pretty late jump. You could have jumped like over here. Looks like one squad going there. Or they're going right. No, they're going there.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown. Relocating. You'll find enemy in the distance.
Look at the map. The next ring.
Whole lot of nobody out here.
Enemy far. Don't let them slip away.
Oh, right here. Great.
Pathfinder said first blood. We haven't even landed yet. That's funny.
$5 nacho fry box.
Ring closing in
That guy's name.
Using grapple.
No, me. Say. Recordia. Okay. Ew.
The ring isn't very close. 45
The
seconds.
look of this half building. Gross.
You would be wise to follow. Material secured.
Hold this for now.
This present makes me happy and also
Definitely. They're already starting to fight. I need more energy ammo. Thank you.
One down.
Watch my back. Give me a sec. Recharging shield.
Throwing thermite grenade.
I'm under fire. Shields are depleted. Recharging.
Recharging shield.
Oscar Mike, you spotted. Taking a knee. Patching up.
Reloading. I shattered an enemy's shield.
Can't let them pick her up. Get out of here. Come on.
Recharging shield.
Push him. What are you doing? Like, come on. Yes.
Hardly a challenge.
Sorry. Good job, good job, good job.
Care package over there.
Evo shield here. Level 2. Medkit here.
Okay.
Shotgun bolt here.
Oh my god, yeah, baby.
Definitely thought my
Healing. Watch my back.
definitely thought my Havoc was a nemesis. I freaked out for a minute.
Fake care ready.
Here I go. It's zipline time.
Okay, okay. Definitely gonna go a Volt R301 then.
For a car, please.
God, the no naughty has screwed me. What do you mean the no naughty? Hi, Reepsy. Oh, the no notification. Yeah, you gotta ring that bell, man. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And now's the time to hit that bell so you know when I go live, when I post videos. Yeah, Reepsy, you had to ring the bell.
Got some extra supplies here. You're welcome.
Let's get moving.
Pat, come on, man. Stick around.
This guy yelling. This guy mad at us for no reason.
Shields. Man.
Yelling's bad. Okay. Your bell has been run. Just no notification for some reason. Interesting. I got the notification.
Alright, we're good here. Good now.
On foot from here. We will be quieter on foot.
Jumping out here.
Repairing damages.
Okay, I need
I need optics.
R301, baby. Oops.
Got some extra supplies here. You're welcome. Optics here.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
I need it.
Looking for a car, please.
Out here.
I'm there in a second. No car. Helmet. I'm looking for R301 as well.
Grab some bats.
Flat, forget that. Lucky me, I have an extended. Oh look, evac tower here. Car SMG here.
On a car, it's in there. I heard a little bit, but just a little bit. Anyways, hi Reepsy, how you doing? You doing okay, brother?
Crafting. 1 minute, friends.
The gold shotgun, I'll hold
I
it for
can
now.
use that.
We're looking for a car, please.
Thank you.
Okay, I marked one over there earlier.
No, I didn't. I hate big ones.
Hello, I'm doing okay. Just woke up and we'll probably go back to sleep. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Doing alright.
Looting here.
Doing alright, Ripsy.
Watch my back.
I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you.
Range. You'll find energy ammo here. I see an armory over there. It's IMC.
Copy that.
Streaming on
Turn
YouTube
this on the
feels a little
armory.
weird.
A minute left to close.
Streaming on YouTube feels a little weird.
We have time.
Not gonna lie. But I like.
The enemy is here. Shooting. Rings next door. 45.
Here I go.
Jeter.
Shields are depleted. Recharging. Leader, we have our target. This location interests me.
There's a nemesis in here. Oh, I will take that.
Double timing it.
Where?
Recharging shields.
There's an R301 in here. I'll take it. Okay. Hoping that worked too, but didn't.
Oh, there we go.
The enemies are shooting.
Give me a sec. Tearing through the ice. Go that way.
Blues can do again too.
Smoke out. Feet on left.
My ultimate is ready. Woohoo!
Shooting. Enemy here. A second squad. Adjusting strategy.
Who's ready to fly on a zip line?
Logging at the door. Recharging.
That's good shield placement on him. R301.
Time to mine.
Care package over there.
Enemy at that location.
Okay, I need the thing back now. Oh,
Hit me.
Going. Let's get inside here.
Check out this area.
Get some cover.
Heard that. Enemy spotted.
Target spotted far off. We would be wise to reassemble there.
Extended light mag here. Level 3. Recharging shields.
Ambush! Ambush! There's another squad!
Shotgun.
Days.
Level 4.
Ash, we need you. Yeah, we need you. Split up right now.
Give my shield a recharge.
thought he was something to me for a second. I was like, I'm here. What do you mean? I started to freak out.
The Newcastle got away with his teammate's banner, bro.
It's alright.
Contact with hostile.
Opening fire. Our target is here.
Contact
I don't care about that Newcastle right now.
They're dropping a replicator.
Shotgun
Dibs here. Level 4. Bolts increase rate of fire.
I dropped that one.
At 30.
Another squad is on us. I shattered an enemy's shield. Enemy down. Enemy killed.
Using a Phoenix kit. Cover me.
this here for now. No, I'll keep this one.
1 minute. The ring
It's because when I do switch, I want to be able to see.
Broke that enemy shield. Giving my shield. Extended heavy mag here. Level 4.
I'm dead. Damn it.
Enemy close. Eliminate the enemy.
30 seconds. Giving my shield to recharge. Taking fire. Ready to fly on a zip line. I am. 10 seconds. Tick tock says the clock.
Damn it! No!
Job zipping out.
Good job zipping out, bro. It was. I couldn't have zipped out because it would have killed me. Alright. We did 250 damage. We did 1 kill, 1 down. We did top 10. So that's a 4-4-4. That is a. I was not down, I died. So no squats. 30-second plank, 4 push-ups, 4 sit-ups, and 4 lifts. One second. All right. Get it. Shoot, I did 5 on that one. Oops. Whatever, I did an extra. Alright, I don't know how much more I'm going to play, to be honest. Got somewhere to be at 6, but I got to eat before then. Ooh. New emote. What the heck? Oh, T-pose. It's an intentional T-pose. I like it. Let's go.
What would your mother say? Keeping bad company like me.
Destroy them.
I wish for one thing. Results.
This is your champion.
I feel most alive when rapidly approaching my death.
right, boys? Fuck them.
Let's over.
God damn, there are fucking heads here.
I need a gun, I need a gun, I need a gun, I need a gun. Not the longbow.
You dickhead.
First blood, and it's not us.
Is there any other gun than a fucking Pizza 2020 somewhere?
Enemy down.
Let's go here.
I am taking fire. Throwing thermite grenade out. One minute. Recharging shields. RE45 here.
Got this guy one shot up here. Thank you.
You are fortunate we are on the same team. Last one there. That completes the triumvirate. The ring's close. 45 seconds. The pressure is exhilarating.
Reloaded.
Heart thumping right now.
Evo shield here. Level 2. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. The ring's close.
I need shields.
Healing. Out of mind. Everything is kaput.
Shield cell here.
Recharging shields. Getting shot at.
Run.
I cracked him, cracked him, cracked him. He's in there
Okay,
getting
okay.
boiled.
Arc star out.
Oh, I just hit the little banner. The little thing. The line in between the windows.
Cracked him again.
Throwing arc star.
Zipline deployed.
Throwing thermite.
I'm down. Push that punk ass.
Care package being delivered.
Taking fire.
Oh, man.
Downed me.
Oh my god, I hit him with a longbow and nothing happened, no crack, no nothing. I did a 1-1 and a 362. But this is a 10er. I didn't get downed, so no squats. But that's a quick death. So that's a quick 30-second plank. That was a 10-10-10, so it's a 9-9-9. This is gonna suck, especially because it was so quick. 9-9-9. I think I'm gonna play one more, to be honest. One more good one. Like if it's another like dead and quick, then I'm like, okay, one last one after that. But hopefully one more good one. Hopefully one more like top 10. one's the worst one because it's like horrible position for it. Good. Good. Flips the chair, basically. Alright, maybe last one. Last one, unless it's like a quick death. Last one.
The championship is ours. I can win this thing with one eye closed, or both eyes closed. Hell, I don't even have to show up.
Let's get a move on, mate. Sprouting gray hairs here.
Introducing your champion. Take care when you approach me. I'm in a class of my own.
I'm the jump master. No pressure, me.
I'm Jump Master.
Yeah, if I was Jump Master, I would have jumped us here, which right now has... Oh! Nobody, just us. Also, they jumped for me anyways. It's good. Got a squad nearby here? No, they're going over there. They're going to high point. Hold on to this for now. Never mind. Goodbye. 30-30. Don't need a heavy gun until the hemlock comes back, baby.
Right, got a fix on the next ring. Check your map.
Attention. First blood.
Not us. Wonderful.
I'll stick with... I'll do double until I find something better. Like until I find like a, oh, like a gold or purple of this energy or whatever. I'll stick with the double light. What a team comp. Vamos. Yes, vamos. Vamos por nosotros. Can't wait to actually. See? That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. The definitive factor that will make me go away from double light.
Rings far and closing in 45. Probably gonna have to run.
And zipline is ready.
My ultimate is ready.
Firing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna reach that.
Bad guy over there.
Setting up the zip line.
Tossing up some cover.
Shot at.
I think this place needs a little more.
I'm cover for you, mate.
Jumps the clock.
Some talkers shooting at me.
Another two point in a bar. Back.
Another me. Damn it, he's good looking.
I'm covered.
Ow.
Patch myself up.
I don't want the syringe, stupid. Squad 0.
Reloading.
I'm dead. They're right behind me.
Use the gravity cannon here. Fire, friends.
Something like that.
Using grapple.
I don't survive this. I don't survive this. I don't survive this. I don't. No!
Tossing up some cover.
Can't wait for the new Apex lore. The guns will have sexual. Oh god. You spelled lore wrong. Lore is L-O-R-E. I was downed. I have died. And I was finished first. That's 15 squats and a 30-second point. Oh, and we're gonna die right here. No, what is a full
With help path.
Why are they blaming me for that, dude? Why are they blaming me? That's my... Hold on, wait. I have a genuine question. Why the hell are they blaming me for that? Why? They pushed ahead. Okay? They got to one side. I went to the other because I had no choice but to. Because if I went to their side, then they're all going to be pointing this way because there's two teams. I go to that side. I'm getting beamed from all around. I'm trying to shoot, but I'm getting shot at. I end up going to where you are. And then they push us. I wanted to leave a while ago. I marked the cannon. And I'm like, no, let me go to them first. They leave me. I have no idea how the hell that was. How? That was you're dumb. How was that my fault? How? How? Alright. I gotta do the workouts and then I'm done. That's enough Apex for today. I gotta do a full damn workout. 5 squats, 10 squats, 30-second plank, 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 lifts. I want to do the sit-ups first because those are the most annoying to do. So let's do that. I don't know how to do this. Like, I'm trying to find a good spot. You should have obviously flew back up and 1v3'd while one tap by killing them with punching. You're absolutely correct. That was my mistake. You're right. I'm sorry. I made that mistake. That I should have killed them with the guns that had 3 times scope that I could see them from far away, and then also have my shield up to not take any damage. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back. I'll do the workout in a second. Oh. Sorry, my friends. I'm going. Yeah, like I said, that was my last one. I am gonna do the workouts. I just had to take a call real quick. So, workout. I'm gonna do the sit-ups first, just because I hate it's awkward the positioning. So, let's see what I can do. Okay. Let's just do this again. I guess it's not the best, but whatever. Oh God. Yes. Yes, sir. Oh God, that's tough. Yay! Okay, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm done. Thank you for watching. Take it easy. Stay safe. I don't know where I'm going to go live next. Discord's in the description. Join that. But yeah. Thank you. Love you. Take it easy. Stay safe.